2K Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, is delighted to present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today's coverage of the Waste Management Phoenix Open is about to kick off. Delighted to have 2002 PGA Championship winner Rich Beem in the booth. I'm Luke Elvey, and it's a good morning to Henny Koyak, who's out on the course following our featured group.
Hi Luke, I'm very happy to be following this particular featured group because there are rumours of quite the rivalry starting to bubble between these two players.
Well, Henny, it sounds like this player's going for gold. They're trying to beat Xander Schauffele.
I wouldn't want to try and beat an Olympian. A gold medal winning Olympian with hair as good as Xander Schauffele and a swing as good as Xander Schauffele? No thank you. I'll leave this up to them.
Yes, I'm just looking through his list of weaknesses, and let me just list them off now. Yep, none. Good luck to you.
TPC Scottsdale, known for a bunch of birdies, Rich, and you can get right after them here at the first.
A gentle opening hole, second shot, a good opportunity to get your iron play dialed in. Green is very small. Anything missing to the right and to the left will run off into a collection area. However, if your irons are dialed in early, it's a great opportunity to make an opening three.
Wow, they really put on a show with that approach shot, and their rival, Xander Schauffele, appears to be taking notice as well.
He's currently tied for second. The second hole at TPC Scottsdale is a mid-range par 4, playing 442 yards from the tips. The bunkers on the right side need to be avoided, which leaves a good mid to short iron approach to a green that is bunkered front, left and right. So a good accurate approach required.
Opting for the 9-iron. That could play.
Oh, that's a great shot. It sets up a wonderful birdie look here at the second. Oh, so close.
Putting for par. That was a top-level approach shot, but unfortunately they walk off the green with a par.
Boy, what could have been with that putt? Luke could have taken the lead. Not to be.
This one's going right at the pin here.
Oh, it's in the hole, and for birdie. And that'll promote a good move up the standings. Let's take a look at the leaderboard.
The third here at Scottsdale plays over 550 yards from the tips. It's a strong par 5, which requires 2 big shots to get to the green. The first shot needs to avoid that bunker on the left-hand side to give you a chance to go for the green. But if you're laying up, it's laying it back to a number between those 2 bunkers that sit on the left side of this fairway, around 150 to 100 yards out.
That's some good golf right there. Rich, I know it feels like we say this each week, but I just love being here in Phoenix. If there is one event on the tour that just seems to elevate itself beyond all the others because of all the people that come here to enjoy it, it's this one.
It is certainly a different event than all the others. Now, there's other tournaments that are trying to replicate what they do here in Phoenix, but none of them are successful with it. When you have as many as 650,000 people coming through the gates during the week, you know you're in for a different, unique opportunity here on the PGA Tour. And to play in front of all those folks, even though you know most of them aren't really watching you play golf, they're kind of looking around the crowds and being entertained by everybody else. Still, to have all those people just seemingly right on top of you, it gets to be a little nerve-wracking for some of these players.
And after that hole, he's no longer sharing top spot. He's at the summit all alone. The par 3 fourth at TPC Scottsdale. Fairly straightaway hole, but bunkers again. Front, left and short right.
requires a pretty accurate and solid strike. Nice shot that. That should find the surface. What a shot! Almost went in the bucket. Oh, that's a great approach shot.
Already had a few birdies today. Another opportunity for another one. Let's take a look.
Yeah, this is looking nice.
Ooh, a couple of birdies on the bounce. Look who's on a roll.
And with that, he'll move to 3 under par.
Now heading over to Xander Schauffele.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
Ooh, right by the hole. That's disappointing. And how did that shot impact the score? Let's have a look at the leaderboard. Our current leader is up by 3 shots. The 5th hole at TPC Scottsdale is a strong par 4, playing 470 yards from the back tees. There's a big bunker down the right-hand side that will catch any drive not hit with authority. The approach must be accurate with the bunker on the left-hand side. Anything just slightly missed here will be punished. Well played, mate. Xander Schauffele, delightful player out of San Diego, California. He's got that cool vibe about him. Came out one early a few times, but then he seems to have struggled to find that next step, hasn't he? He's sort of golf's almost man, except when he got that gold medal put around his neck.
I think that took his confidence to a place where it should have been in the first place, Luke. I think that this young man, he's got no weaknesses, very little weaknesses, if anything, in the game. I look at him and think, why hasn't he won more? Well, the problem is that he's put himself in contention so many times that there's only one person in the game that has won at a clip that he could have, and that's Tiger Woods. When you put yourself into contention as often as he does, you're just not always going to win. Somebody is going to come from back in the pack, shoot a great round, and you might struggle just a little bit, whatever the case. But yes, he hasn't closed as many tournaments as he would have liked, but he is there each and every week. I got to say, this kid he's a world beater. He's going to be phenomenal.
Our leader is enjoying a 3-stroke advantage. The 6th hole at TPC Scottsdale is a solid mid-range par 4, 432 off the back tees. And again, it's more position off the tee that's required here, with the bunkers on the left-hand side. A bold player is to fly it over that bunker on the left and leave just a short wedge in. Bold players will get after this hole, but a safe strategy lays back before them.
Oh, this has been a ball striking clinic. Another green in regulation.
Yes, fantastic stuff. Got to say, well done. Birdie guaranteed. Thank you.
Ouch, that hurts. Well, this would be a good one to make. It's for par. And the putt drops, and we're moving on. Still in the lead now after that hole. The 7th here at Scottsdale is a par 3, a straightaway hole. The bunkers left and right of this green ensure that a nice straight shot is required. Opting for the 5-wood. Oh, this one's right down the pipe. Oh my, right by the hole. That was a beauty.
Gotta like their chances from there.
What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
Yeah, he's staring down about 12 feet. This is their look at birdie.
Hey, nice looking line. He's making this look easy. Keeps surging ahead. And with that, he'll move to 5 under par. He's currently sitting in 1st place. The 8th hole at TPC Scottsdale is a very strong par 4, playing over 475 yards from the back tee. There's a couple of pot bunkers down the left-hand side that need to be avoided so you can get to the green in 2. If you're going hard here, there's a tree on the right-hand side that can prevent a good second shot or a line to the green. 2 well-struck shots required to get to this green, and even then, your par's not secure.
Playing this shot from about 180 yards. This should play.
Well, that's well played into birdie range here at the 8th.
This putt is of 9 feet.
Looking for another birdie here.
Mark it down. That's 6 birdies today.
Gotta like it. 2 in a row. He's feeling it.
We'll now move over to Xander Schauffele.
Now, who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
Shame it didn't drop. And after that effort, this is how the leaderboard looks. Our current leader enjoys a 5-shot advantage. The finishing hole on the front 9 at TPC Scottsdale was a par 4 measuring 453 yards from the back tees. There's plenty of room off the tee to the left just so you can avoid that bunker on the right. There's a bunker short of the green here that needs to be avoided, a short little pot bunker. But 2 solid shots here will allow a chance for a birdie.
Lining up from around 160 yards. This one is right down the pipe.
Oh, tidy looking shot that.
Of all the shots that I like the most, that one ranks right up there.
It's just about 3 feet away. Super shot that, and that will take him to 7 under.
Now heading over to Xander Schauffele.
He's just coming off a drop shot on that last hole.
Oh. Don't give him praise, just look with admiration. That's serious talent.
Let's take a look at the current standings.
Well, Rich, this is the pivotal final 9 coming up, and the players perfectly positioned. They've given themselves a chance.
Luke, so far, it's been entertaining watching these two go head-to-head. Not too sure exactly how this is going to play out, but so far, so good. Love watching these two compete.
Looks like they put a good pass on that one. Sitting at 7 under, currently in the lead. Getting ready to play their 3rd.
They've decided to club up.
Now that looked pretty good the whole way. Oh, 14-footer.
Solid little par putt here.
7 feet to the cup.
And that was a bogey by our leader, so the rest of the field feeling a little opportunity here to close the gap.
Managing to maintain their position on the leaderboard. The 11th is a par 4, playing 472 yards and a huge water hazard down the left-hand side. The best line is a drive as close to that water without taking it on. Anything that leaves about 150 to 170 yards in will give you a chance to set up birdie. Opting for the 5-iron. Oh, what a gorgeous looking shot that is, Rich. Well, that certainly makes putting a lot easier when you can hit a shot like that.
We'll now move over to Xander Schauffele.
Coming off a bogey on the last hole.
Here's Xander Schauffele.
Oh, what a ripper from long range.
And now this is why you can never get comfortable, even if you're leading a PGA Tour pro. This is what they do. They mean business.
Oh, gee, that line was looking good, wasn't it?
Putting for a par here.
Oh, that looks like a pure stroke. Now 5 shots up after that hole. The 12th at TPC Scottsdale is a par 3 measuring 192 yards off the back tees. Not much to this hole except the bunkers left to be avoided, although water can sneak in on the right up near the green if anything is slightly pushed. Looks to be going with a hybrid here. This one looks like it'll safely make the green. Yep, that shot safely on the green. Well, this will be a big putt to make. A birdie always nice, but particularly when it's a 2. Get in. Was that a good line?
Just a tiny putt is all that remains.
Currently at 6 under par overall. The 13th is one of the good scoring holes in the closing 9 at TPC Scottsdale. It's a par 5 measuring 558 yards. Job 1 is to avoid that huge water hazard to the right or the tree on the left-hand side that juts out into the fairway. If you're clear, you'll have a chance to knock it up near towards the green or just laying it back to a comfortable yardage of around 100, 125 yards. A chance for a birdie here to really ignite your charge.
Xander Schauffele setting up his next shot.
A nice little draw. Nothing sweeter.
Oh, I like the courage here, Rich, getting after this par 5 in 2.
As they should. What a play. Hopefully they'll be rewarded for that play.
This is an extremely long putt. You might even have to hinge on this one. Trying to get it to 7 under par with this putt.
Yeah, they're good momentum makers, those ones. Good putt for birdie. And with that, he'll move to 7 under. Incredible. And this is quality play, still on top of the leaderboard. The 14th is a strong par 4, almost measuring 500 yards from the back tees. The bunker that sits in the fairway should be covered. Anything around 190 to 200 yards out will give you a green light to go for this flag, although a 4 here never hurts. Taking aim from around 190 yards here. Should find the green. Terrific shot, and a chance for birdie coming up here at the 14th. Oh, a 9-foot chance here.
What a great opportunity here for a look at a birdie.
So far, so good.
And he just keeps putting a gap on the rest of the field. What a putt to hole. Back-to-back birdies never hurt, Rich.
Gotta like it. He's feeling it.
Sitting at -8 for the tournament. The 15th is a very important hole, the par 5, 553 yards from the back tees. Either makes or breaks around here at TPC Scottsdale. That huge penalty area to the left is to be avoided if you're to make a decent score. A good drive will allow you to go for this island green in 2. Although if you're too far back, no point taking it on as there's water everywhere to collect your ball. Laying up to the 115, 20-yard marker will give you just an easy wedge here and a chance to still make your birdie. Yeah, this is the stuff we love, getting after this par 5 in 2.
Well, the practice is paying off here, Luke. This player is relentless.
Putting for eagle here. Ooh. 6 feet remaining to the cup. And that putt drops, now 9 under as we head to the stretch.
Seemingly an insurmountable lead with just 4 to play. Gotta like his position.
Now heading over to Xander Schauffele.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here. Is tracking.
Luke, as fast as I was traveling, I'm not too sure anything would have slowed that thing down, much less the flagstick.
Our current leader is enjoying a 7-stroke advantage.
3 holes remaining, folks. Hang on to your hats. This is going to be a wild and woolly finish.
Welcome to the jungle, or as they call it here at TPC Scottsdale, the Stadium Hole Par 3 16th. It's just a short club, but you miss the green, and a chorus of boos will ring out. Looks like they've got the 5-wood. Oh, that one just missed the hole. Oh, he's been putting on a clinic all day. Another beauty by our leader.
The iron play today has been absolutely stellar. Luke, the greens and regulation, just a fantastic accomplishment. Great to watch.
Oh, you've made it. What a play. This putt to get to 10 under par.
Short game has been absolutely fantastic today.
Okay, steady now. Putting for a par now. They're nicely holed. Now 6 shots in front after that hole.
2 holes to go, Luke. Can they hang on?
This dramatic finish at TPC Scottsdale has no shortage of options at the 17th, Rich.
If you've hit the driver but you miss the green, you gotta miss it out to the right-hand side to have any hope of getting it up and down for the birdie. However, you knock it on this green in 1, you never know, you could make it 2.
Nice recovery there.
Such soft hands.
Just 3 feet to the cup. Look at him just surging ahead at the top of the leaderboard. He sits in first position. The finishing hole at TPC Scottsdale requires a great drive. The big water hazard down the left-hand side and the church pew bunkers make it a very difficult drive. Anything out to those bunkers on the right will leave a good angle approach, but once you hit this shot, make sure you get the right area on the green if you're to make your birdie. What kind of shot are they facing here, Henny?
He's got about 140, I'd say.
Going with the pitching wedge here. This one looks to be on a pretty good line. That's a lovely shot here at the 18th and a chance for birdie at the last.
This putt for him to win the event.
Well done to this player who is able to tame TPC Scottsdale and walk away with a WM Open victory.
And an impressive victory it was there, Luke, in front of 125,000 fans on this Sunday. That was impressive.
And Henny, that was some impressive play. To take down a rival of that calibre and to win the event, what a performance.
Yes, Luke, we doubted them, but they got the job done and they took down their hero. The rivalry is theirs and theirs alone, and they can boast about this on social media for, wow, weeks now.
Well, that just about concludes our coverage. I'm Luke Elvey, and on behalf of Rich Beam, plus all the hard-working folks at HB Studios, it's good night for now. UK Sports and the PGA Tour, proud to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. We're at the Genesis Invitational. Today's coverage is just about to begin. I'm Luke Elvey alongside Rich Beam in the booth, and it's a hello to Henny Koyak down on the course following our featured group.
Hi Luke, I'm very pleased to be covering this particular featured group because there's a fresh rivalry developing. I smell rivalry in the air. It's going to provide some great entertainment to both the spectators and us this week.
So it looks like they're trying to beat Colin Morikawa this week. That's ambitious. Seems like a friendly duel from the outside, but could create some extra sparks today.
I almost just have to laugh. Someone saying they're going to beat Colin Morikawa. Does that even happen these days? He's one of the most consistent players on tour. I don't know that he's beatable.
Well, he's been accused of having a balky putter occasionally, but you're right. Iron player as good as Tiger Woods in his prime. The short game's irresistible, but I think the most impressive thing about young Colin is his mindset. He's got a 40-year-old mind on a 20-year-old body. No wonder he's winning at a decent rate of knots.
Oh, this is exciting. A putt for an eagle.
And it's Brooke Henderson coming off an eagle on her last hole, and that will take her to just one stroke back.
We know that Riviera starts with a 5-4, but it may as well be a 4-5 because the par 4 second is tougher than the par 5 first.
I've never seen a golf course where you're so happy to start off birdie bogey. It's the strangest thing I've ever seen. The second hole, pretty straight away off the tee shot. The second shot moves a little bit from left to right, back up the hill. There is some space on the right-hand side to miss your second shot up by the green, but there's no guarantees that it'll kick hard enough right to left to get back on the green. It's a sensational second hole.
And what are we looking at with their approach shot, Rich? Because really that's all the challenge here on this par 4 second.
Luke, the second shot is straight back up the hill. Better take an extra club if you want to get it close.
Going with the 5-wood.
Nicely done.
Now over to Colin Morikawa.
He's currently in third place.
Players setting up, trying to get up and down from the bunker. Well, that's a beautiful bunker shot there. And back to the course with the live action.
And he's down there. You got to read.
He's got to be careful this doesn't get away from him here. This is downhill.
Oh, just missed. 5 feet coming up to the cup. That's frustrating. This one's for bogey.
Well, that's providing some hope to the rest of the field as our leader stumbles with a bogey. And with that hole, this player is currently tied for first with Brooke Henderson.
Pacific Palisades in California, the site of Riviera, the third hole, par 4. Elevated tee shot.
And a fairly generous fairway, a little bit more room out to the left than what players can see off the tee shot. Second shot is going to be downhill to a green that basically chases away from the player, going from the front portion of it all the way to the back. Difficult to get your second shot close here.
Going with the 8-iron here.
Good sounding strike, that one.
Ooh. That was brilliant. Didn't even think you'd get on the green from there.
Now let's switch our focus to Colin Morikawa.
He's 2 strokes behind his rival this week.
Big time play, that one, at the right time too.
All over the parking lot, but a chip in for par saves the day.
So after that effort, this is what the leaderboard looks like. So many wonderful holes at the George Thomas designed Riviera Country Club. This par 3 fourth has to be one of them.
This is a spectacular par 3. Ideally, players want to hit a tee shot that moves significantly from right to left and moving with the contour of the green. If they can do that, then they've got an opportunity to hit it really close. If they challenge the pin off the tee shot, well, it could come up short in that bunker, and that is a massive no-no.
This one is chewing fiber.
Ooh, just skinned the hole, that one.
Not a bad approach, that one. Not quite inside the birdie range, but you never know. Hole a long one. Still counts.
A chance for a birdie if this goes down.
Just didn't drop. Yeah, well holed. Let's move on to the next.
And with that hole finished, they're currently in the lead, with Brooke Henderson following in second.
Rich, the PGA Tour is basically a power game these days, although the 5th here at Riviera forces players just to hold off the tee.
The fairway does run out about 310 yards off the tee, and players not necessarily going to hit driver here. They have to be mindful that the fairway pitches significantly from right to left on their tee shot. From there, they're hitting their second shots downhill again to a green that chases away from them front to back. Again, a simple looking second shot, but a difficult one to get close.
They have absolutely flushed that one. Colin Morikawa, he was meant to be the original and best approach player, but I think we have a new sheriff in town.
Just a 4-footer remaining. That's a good putt for par. You'll take it. And still in top spot after that hole. Keep it going. The 6th hole here at Riviera is very unique, isn't it, Rich?
Who puts a bunker in the center of the green? No one else except for the folks at Riviera Country Club. I love this hole.
Opting for the hybrid, I think. Yeah, good safe shot, this one. That should find the surface. Yes, anytime you can find the green and have a putt, you'll take it.
Now over to Colin Morikawa.
Well, he's behind, just in second place, looking to leapfrog.
Yeah, you like the look of that right off the blade.
Oh, this one out of a smelly spot on the golf course, but no bother for this player.
This one has eyes for the hole.
That's a lovely putt to make for birdie. Take some pride in that one.
And that will take him to 3 under.
And a quick glimpse at the leaderboard now. And this player holds the lead, with Brooke Henderson trailing in second place.
Let's head to the par 4 7th at the Riv. Again, it's a par 4 that requires placement of the tee.
The fairway bunker down the left-hand side comes in quicker than you can imagine, and so players want to try and hit it out towards the far right part of it, but again, you push it a little bit, and now the barranca comes into play. If you find the fairway, happy days. This green is probably one of the most severe tilted from back to front. Players need to make sure their second shots land past this hole in order for it to come back down towards the hole. You will have a downhill putt, but it's better than coming up short.
Ooh, that almost went down.
And a par putt awaits him.
Ooh, right by the hole. This putt just 5 feet away from the hole. Hang on, this looks pretty handy. Yeah, it's a good putt to hole for a bogey.
And with that hole finished, they're currently in the lead, with Brooke Henderson following in second.
The par 4 8th at Riviera is a choose-your-own-adventure. Which fairway do you like to take?
I think most players are going to try and go down the left-hand side, as it seems to be the easier of the two these days. However, where they stick that flagstick, well, that's a different question. If they stick it up front right, the left-hand side of the fairway, that's not the easiest approach. So better be mindful of where that flagstick is in order to pick which side of the fairway you want to drive it down.
Now let's switch our focus to Colin Morikawa.
Yeah, he just made bogey on that last one.
Yeah, good effort, that one, out of the bunker. Let's catch up with the current proceedings. Lining up the birdie putt here. And with that putt, he's bounced back immediately from his previous drop shot. And with that, he'll move to 3 under par. So no change on the leaderboard for this player after that hole. The final hole on the outward half is a par 4 playing back up towards the clubhouse, Rich. It's a good par 4.
Only the big hitters are going to be able to carry that fairway bunker down the left-hand side. Most players are going to try and avoid it and even miss it the fairway out to the right-hand side, which is not a bad miss. From there, the second shot is directly uphill. Deep, deep bunkers on the front right part of this. That is not the place to miss it. Anything that's a little bit long will leave you a downhill putt, but that's the safe play.
Few players in the history of the game have had a bigger impact so early in their career than Colin Morikawa, Rich. Some comparisons go as close to Tiger Woods.
As they should be currently right now with what he has done in the game so far in his young career. He's come out each and every week and put pressure on every single player because of his ball striking and because they know that there's no weaknesses in his game other than sometimes the putter. But when you hit it as good as he does, you're bound to make a putt now and again. And each and every week when he shows up, players on the driving range are looking at him going, okay, he's here. I got to have my A game.
Certainly feels like sky's the limit for Colin Morikawa.
2 major championships under his belt right now. Surely more in his future.
Well, this is when the knees start to knock. The sweat starts to appear on the palms of your hands, Rich. Just a slender lead with 9 to play.
Yeah, but I like the position. I like being out in front. That forces the other players to come catch you. I like their position.
Wow, that's bold. Time for the second shot at the 10th. Didn't that look good for a long time? Lovely touch. Well played.
Love watching this player around the greens.
Leading by 4 strokes after that one. Lovely momentum for this player after that birdie at the last hole. Keep it rolling.
It's just a long straightaway par 5, almost a runway, if you like. Both sides of this fairway flanked by huge eucalyptus trees, which frames this tee shot brilliantly. You find the fairway, second shot, once again, straightforward. You must avoid that bunker front right at all costs. That is deep and nasty. You're not going to enjoy being in there.
This would be a great up and down. Oh, I thought that one was going in.
Now over to Colin Morikawa.
Who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
And this from the greenside rough.
How close was that to going down? A good opportunity here, just 6 feet to the hole. Oh, so close.
This next putt for double bogey.
This is looking solid, what they wanted.
And there may be some cracks starting to appear in this player's foundation. They've just dropped a double bogey. And a quick glimpse at the leaderboard now, and this player holds the lead, with Brooke Henderson trailing in second place.
When you stand on the 12th tee, Rich, you're thinking to yourself, oh, a couple of strong back-to-back par fours, and it starts right here.
This is where the golf course gets extremely difficult, Luke. This tee shot moves from left to right, but massive overhanging eucalyptus trees down the right-hand side prevent you from hitting a high draw over them. Once you're in the fairway, though, your second shot is to a green that's really not as big as it should be for such a long hole. And there's a famous tree just short and left of this green, Bogey's tree. Not because of the score, because Humphrey Bogart used to sit there and just watch everybody butcher this hole.
Going with the 5-iron here. This one might need to get down a little. Attaboy, good shot. Trying to get it to 4 under with this putt.
Little birdie look in here.
Was on a good line. Looks like a pretty straightforward 5-footer to me. Yeah, he'll take that. Our current leader is up by 3 shots. Rich, the 13th hole. Slightly different look off the tee.
It's really cool. This tee shot is framed by large eucalyptus trees, both right and left, requires a draw. Nothing else to do. You have to move this golf ball from right to left off this tee. If you do it correctly, well, that golf ball could chase down there miles down this fairway. You find the fairway down there, you're going to love the second shot. The difficulty gets when the pin is all the way back left in this little peninsula. You miss it a little bit left there, you're going to find the barranca, and you're probably going to find a bogey or worse.
Wow, he let the big dog eat there, didn't he? Do you like the view from where you're standing, Henny?
Now he's eyeing up around 160 here.
Looks to have opted for the 8-iron. Great looking shot, this. That's inside the range. What a shot.
Almost a gimme birdie there, Luke. Fantastic.
Sitting at 3 over par. Currently tied for 10th place. Whew. Wow, that's right out of the Gary Player highlight reel. Okay, let's get back to it, shall we? Always nice when you can just go ahead and tap one in for birdie. Gee, that's good playing. 6 birdies in a round. And with that, he'll move to 4 under par. And maintaining top spot on the leaderboard after that. The 14th, Rich, I know it's dear to your heart, the par 3. You made an ace there in tournament history, won a car. How do you tell the players to play it?
Hit a 7-iron, a high little draw 7-iron, and 2 hop it right in the hole, Luke. That's what I suggest. That makes it easy.
Opting for the 6-iron. This is looking pretty good in the air. Wow, what a shot. Oh, stop it. What a shot. This putt coming up is for birdie.
Putt is underway.
And mark it down. That's birdie number 7 on the scorecard.
Kinda like it. 2 in a row.
Currently 5 under for the round. The 15th, Rich, a very good par 4. Although, if you're Victor Hovland, maybe the fairway's not in your line of sight.
It's a great par 4, and yet there's some players that have seen it a little bit differently lately. I always saw it as a dogleg from left to right, just avoid that fairway bunker down the right-hand side. And this is an interesting green. It's got a high spot on the left, and it's got a low middle section and a high section on the right-hand side, and you never have a flat putt. It is always breaking one direction or another, and it's either straight uphill or straight downhill. This is the most difficult green on the golf course by a long margin. If you see it differently, you can hit it down the right, down 17 fairway, but I fail to see how that's any kind of advantage.
Left nothing in the tank on that one. That was pummeled. Time for the second shot at the 15th. Going with the 7. Oh, absolutely flushed. And Henny, what are they looking at here?
The perfect leave. Uphill, can be firm.
Ouch, that hurts. 3 feet to go here to the hole.
This is important. Big par putt here.
Now let's switch our focus to Colin Morikawa.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
Well, this one's going right at the flag. And that shot goes in. That'll be a birdie.
Check this out. Holding it out from the fairway. That away. Great shot.
Our leader is out in front by a whopping 5 strokes.
3 holes remaining. This is what it's all about. Time to see who is going to get it done.
The 16th at Riviera Ridge is the last chance to get amongst the birdies on a par 3.
A breathtaking short par 3, 166, an island green surrounded by bunkers.
Yeah, that one's looking good. That's a great shot here at 16. It sets up a chance for birdie.
Now over to Colin Morikawa.
Birdied their last hole.
And here we are with the 3rd shot. Wonderful shot.
And this is why you got to keep your foot on the gas at all times. These guys and girls are good.
Our leader is up by a whopping 6 shots now.
2 holes to go, Luke. Can they hang on? Let's find out.
The last genuine scoring hole at Riviera is certainly this par 5 17th.
Any hopes of getting it home in 2, you better come up with something special off the tee and make sure to avoid the bunker on the right-hand side.
Yeah, give yourself a pat on the back. Getting ready to play their 3rd. And choosing the 8-iron here.
They're going with a bit more club here. Let's see if it was the right call.
Well, got some sort of streak going on here. Greens in regulation. What a statistic.
It has been fantastic to watch all week long. This player is dialed in.
Unable to take advantage of the great approach there, Rich.
And with that hole finished, they're currently in the lead, with Brooke Henderson following in 2nd.
One of the most famous PGA Tour, Rich. This 18th at Riviera is a classic.
Aim for the palm trees in the distance, which are located just on the left-hand side of the green. A good tee shot there will set up an awesome-looking second.
This shot from around the 200-yard marker.
Going with the hybrid. Look at the line on this one. Get in the hole. A hole out from off this green here to win the tournament. Well, all that hard work, it's time to pay it off. Make this for the tournament.
Well, a spectacular week comes to a close. Congratulations to the Genesis Invitational winner, Riviera, the home of your champion.
It was a Hollywood ending for this winner. What a performance all week long.
And as we take a look at our rivalry results, it's a big thank you to Henny for bringing us all the magic from the course today.
Thank you, Luke. The pleasure was all mine. I got to see some incredible shots and some not so good stuff, but what a day.
Well, that just about concludes our coverage. On behalf of Rich Beam, I'm Luke Helvey. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you tomorrow.